Hi everyone, I'm Maritza from Delicia y Más Receta, and today in this video I want to show you how I made Mirabel from Encanto. I baked a 6-inch, filled it with buttercream, as you see here. And then I cut my template of Mirabel that I got from the internet, and I cut my cake around the face. Didn't need to cut much since it was almost the same size. And then I cut out the eyes, shaped the nose and the mouth as well, as you see here. Then I rounded off the edges, and I'm placing some buttercream on my board so I could place some scrap that I had. That's red velvet. That's gonna be for the hair. And then some vanilla. I buttercreamed it as well. Filled it with buttercream, I meant. And another layer of chocolate. Then you see me here crumb coating the cake. I'm gonna place the nose, a piece of cake for the nose. And then I'm finishing crumb coating the cake with, I use buttercream, but you can use ganache as well, or to your preference. So we want to crumb coat that real good, and then chill it for 20 minutes before we put our second layer of buttercream. Here I'm placing the second layer of buttercream. And smoothing my edges with the buttercream. And then I took the template of the face. I took skin tone color fondant mixed with modeling chocolate. Then I placed it on the cake. Here you see me shaping the nose and the nostrils with a sugar shaper tool. And then I placed some fondant for teeth and did the markings on them. I did a little sausage, rolled out a little sausage of fondant for the lips, rounding out the eyes. And the eyes are made out of fondant. I used the template as well to cut out the eyes, the shape of the eyes. You see me doing there. Then I marked with a piping tip the pupils, and I colored them in brown. Then I water it down to lighten up the eye color, so it could be a lighter brown, just as you see me doing here. Forget to do in both eyes. Then I took a piece of brown to cut out the middle of the eye. And then I painted it in black because it was a dark brown, so I painted it in black. That's what you see me doing there. Then I took a little bit of white for the highlights. That's just a little tiny ball of white fondant. And now we're doing our eyebrows. So I also used the template of my image that I printed out. Make sure you do both. And then I rolled out a piece of fondant and placed it around the eye. Then I'm painting the lips. I used some luster dust that I had mixed with almond extract. And now I'm doing the glasses. I used a bottle of spray, canola spray. I used the cap. And I placed my fondant, let it dry, and then I placed it on her face. And then here you see me placing that little part of the middle of the eyeglasses. And I used water, a little bit of water on my brush to stick every item. And then we painted in gold luster dust the edges and the middle part of the glasses. And then I did her earrings. What I did was rolled out some blue fondant, and then I had some little little ball sprinkles, and I mixed it in blue luster dust, and then I sticked it to the blue fondant, and that's how I created. Here you go. This is how I made it. So make sure you do too. And then here you see me. I took modeling chocolate from Satin Ice in brown, and I created her curls for her hair. I did it all the way around, just as you see here. Then I'm just going around the lines with a little bit of black to highlight her hair. Then I took skin color to do her skin and part of her chest, just as you see here. Didn't use a template, I just winged it out. Then I placed some white fondant for her dress on the bottom. And I didn't think I needed that piece, but it went on. And then I placed the part that is like ruffled, just like that. And then with a round circle cutter, I did the scallops on the edges of her dress and cut it out with a scalpel knife. Remove the pieces. I used the scissors to help me out, and then painted the edges with edible food coloring in black. Then I did that line as well with a thin brush. I'm doing the details on the dress, where she has some dots, the butterflies. It's all in black food coloring. And then I took some pink fondant and I just created like a form of a butterfly. And then I took that tool and created the lines. Then I painted it a darker pink with edible food coloring. And then on the middle, I just came and traced some black over the middle to create like the butterfly. And then you have a